Hi everyone, nice to see you back. As you can see from the sun shining through, we've got a bit of sunshine at last. And today I'm going to do a pound shop haul. I popped down the pound shop because I needed a couple of bits and pieces. This was yesterday, and I also popped into BM, which is kind of opposite, because I wanted some cushions, some more cushions to go with the ones for the front room. Anyway, so while I was in the pound shop getting me all my bits and pieces, I came across a few bits which I did need. So I thought I'd just go through them with you, see what you think. So before we get cracking, grab yourself a drink. I've just got an orange juice today. I've had a terrible headache today. I don't know whether it's a change in the weather, hay fever. Anyway, I've got an orange juice. Go and grab yourself a drink, and we'll get on into it. So, first of all, I bought some really nice glasses in there. Now, if anyone's like me, I've got random odd glasses in my cupboard. And that's because I'm so clumsy that I tend to break a lot of glasses. So, I'm down to my last kind of odd champagne flutes. And as you know, I like a mimosa and a little glass of bubbly. And my best ones I've put in the dining room, as you've seen, and I don't very rarely use them. They come out on special occasions, and you can't put them in the dishwasher, so you have to hand wash them. So I needed just some everyday ones. So on the shelf when I went in there, I was pleasantly surprised. I don't know if you guys have got the same in your pound shops, but they're doing these lovely little champagne flutes for 50p each. You've got the ticket on there so you can see I'm not lying. They've got a little bit of silver around the top here, so you've got a double rim here, and obviously the label on the bottom. I wouldn't put these in the dishwasher because this will come off, but rinse them under the tap, done. But for 50p, if you're even having a garden party later on, then go and grab a load of these, because if they break, it don't matter, or just keep them for for entertaining or something like that. For 50p, I didn't think that was too bad actually. I thought they were quite nice. I mean, whether you can get, like sometimes you go into Morrison's in their home section and you get like 4 for £1 or 6 for £2 or something like that. I don't know how they would compare with that. So to me, I'm thinking 50p, that that ain't bad, even if you only wanted one for yourself. 50p. So I've got 4 of those. Which I was pleased with. They did have that, they had gold ones as well, but I've kind of got more silver in some of my glasses, like the ones in the front room, so I kind of kept with that theme. So four of the glasses. She says that she's clinking them about, probably going to break in a minute. Now before we quickly go on to the rest of the stuff, remember when I showed you the citronella candles? So this is my citronella candle. Now I haven't had a chance to use it yet outside, but what I wanted to show you was it's already started to fade and lose its scent. So as you can see, it's really yellow on the bottom and faded yellow on the top. Now whether it's because I've had it on this table here, and so the sun's in there and it's faded by the sun, I don't know. And you guys will probably say, yeah, Nick, that's because it's in the sun and that's why it's faded. So I just wanted to show you that, which I thought was quite interesting to see how long it lasts, how long the smell lasts for, even if you haven't lit in it. So just take a point of that. If you have got them, don't put them near a window where it's obviously sunny. Keep it in a dark place or in a cupboard or whatever until you're going to use it, and then put it away again. So yeah, just wanted to quickly tell you that a little bit. Now, do you remember my scent perfume I buy from there? So if anyone hasn't seen my previous videos, I buy these for room sprays, not to spray on myself because I suffer with eczema and I've got very sensitive skin, so I have to be careful what I use. So this scent is called Rose, Sensuous Rose, in case you haven't seen it. It is really, really nice. Honestly, I personally wouldn't buy, as I say, perfume to put on myself. However, I use this as a room spray, as I've said, and they do actually do a body spray, and I'll show you what I do with this as well to match. That one's 120ml, that's 100ml. So such a fresh smell. Even if you went and bought it, if they haven't got a tester out, just buy it for £1 and just spray it and see what you think. Believe me, I'm pretty sure you'll like it. It's a very, very fresh, nice scent. And I've got one of these in every bathroom, down to my last little dregs now, so I've topped myself up with another one of them. Now, as I say, with the body spray, you can do the same thing, spray it around, but what I done was, this time round, and I know it's gone darker colour now, and I'll tell you why in a second. So you know your diffuser's what you get. I bought this because when this ran out, I tipped this into here to see if it would make the smell, and it does. Obviously what it's done, because the sticks are black, it's turned the liquid black. So, all right, you might think, oh, it looks a bit funny colour, but it actually smells nice. So you could use, you know, you've got two functions with this. Use your room spray, your body spray, and you can double up and use it when you've run out of these. Because what do people do? Do you go and buy refills for these? I don't. And then they end up in the bin. So it's a complete waste. So I thought, actually, I'm going to keep these and just buy those and fill it up with that for £1. So that was a good little tip. I bought these, I bought one of these, and I really actually might go back and get another couple more of these, and you've probably seen these in there, but these are laundry powder tins, and I use the laundry pods for my washing. So I'm actually going to fill this up with my little pods. It's a tin. It's quite a decent size for the utility room to put on the side. I mean, you guys probably do the same as me. Everything goes under the sink. Takes up all the space. Everything goes under the sink. So I thought, well, actually, my utility room could do with a little bit. It's only little. It could do with a little bit of a spruce. Get rid of some of the junk what's in there. Again, I don't know if you're like me, it gets filled up with junk. So I've got my ironing board in there, my floor washer, Hoover, iron, dog food. You know, you're washing up stuff and laundry, and it's getting filled up, and I need to go in there and organise it. So I'm going to start with these little boxes so they can stand on the side and look quite cute, and fill them up. So this one's obviously got the laundry powder written on it. I might get a couple more, and don't know what else to put in them, but whatever I find in there will go in there. Even, I'll tell you what, oh no, I haven't got them to hand, but you know the cameras, the candles, the little tea light candles, I've got loads in there, little ones. Actually, it's quite a good idea, you could store them in there. Change the label, put another label over the top, and put candles on the front. So that's a good idea. So then you've got like little matching sets. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go back and get, if they've got any more, get a couple more of them. And I know I've got grey, and this happened to be grey, but they didn't have any other colour. But it will match with the utility room. So, not that anyone sees it. So that's a good little idea for these. Another little storage unit I've got, these little tiddy, what are they called? Storage unit, little mini ones. Now it says on here, this will make you laugh, handy for clothes. What are you going to get in there, clothes-wise? You might get one pair of socks in one drawer, pair of knickers. Now if you've got big knickers like me, I'll probably get 2 pairs in there, that'd be about it. And the bottom one, you can get your bra in it. Might get a handkerchief. So where that says a 3-drawer storage unit handy for clothes, well, you wouldn't even get a baby grow in there and a baby's vest. So don't know why they put that on there. I've just spotted that. But what I'm using this for is in my my hobbycraft room. You know, like I've got loads of sequins, little buttons, stuff like that. So I've got a couple of those. And I'm going to label these up, and they're going to go in there once I get in there and organise and tidy that one up. So I thought they're quite cute. Never bought these before, so we'll give those a go. Also for my little hobby room, I've bought myself a whiteboard. I'm going to put this up on the wall. Comes obviously with a whiteboard pen. I mean, you can get pens, whiteboard pens anywhere. But what I liked about this was it's got a matching notepad. It's got is it called holographic? Kind of 2-tone silver running through it. So this is for my hobby room, to put my craft ideas in here, or any orders I get for my floral arrangements. And I've got the matching board, so I can put me on here like my checklist. Need new flowers, need this, need this. So that's quite cute as a matching set, so I like that, so that's going in my room. Also for my room, some paint. Now, I'm doing the bedroom and I'm doing the entryway. And I'm going with that kind of, the chair out there is like that petrol blue colour. So what I want to do for the wall above the chair is do a nice painting to go there. A bit like the one I did in the dining room, you know, like all the golds and all that in it. But obviously because it's blue, I'm going to go with kind of a petrol bluey colour and silver. So I've bought this paint. Now I went in there to try and get some white acrylic paint, but they didn't have any. And they only had this blue one. Now it's not quite the colour blue I wanted. This is more like a navy royal blue and I need like a petrol blue. So I'm going to try and mix maybe a bit of black and maybe a bit of white in it to kind of make it into a grey bluey colour, so if that makes sense, if I can. And as it was only £1, I can just play around with that colour to get the colour I want. So I've never tried their paints in there before, so I'm going to give that a go. Now what size is that? 400ml for the bluey colour. Now I suppose I could add yellow to it, but I haven't got yellow and they didn't have yellow, so anyway we'll give it a go. But the actual colour I want, so going back to the entryway again, the colour I want to get is the petrol bluey colour. Now these are those little pots which I've told you about before. The lid comes off, and if you haven't seen my previous videos, anyone, and you're new here, I'm going to take this off and you'll see. So they're little china pots and they come with little lids. So you can have a storage, little storage pots if you want to, but I use them as little flower arrangements. So all I do, for anyone who hasn't seen them before, what I do, I get the bottom, Gorilla Glue it together and make it like a little stand, so it's like a little stand. Now where you can see the cement bit there, I would just put a bit of bling wrap around there and it's done. Put some flowers in, happy days. So because these were the colour I'm looking for, I picked up a couple to do some little arrangements to go in the hallway to go with the chair. And obviously I want the blue paint, so I've got to try and match this colour to this colour if I can. So I bought a couple of those. Over there. Now I also bought in there, because there's obviously only two of us, I'm fed up making my trays at the moment, my cooking trays, and when I do lasagna or shepherd's pie or whatever, they're great big ones and it's far too much for us two. So I bought little mini ones, little mini casserole pots, and you've probably seen them in there before. I've never bought them, so I don't know what they're like to use, whether they come out really good, whether they crack or what, I don't know. So leave your comments below, let me know if you have used them, if they're any good. But for £1, I thought I'd just try it. So I bought one each for me and Sean to do our little mini casseroles. Now Sean probably would eat maybe 2 of them, but I'm trying to cut him down because he's putting on a bit of weight. So I'm trying to cut him down a little bit and giving him only one dish. And he's actually bought himself a bike to go out and do some exercise as well. And I think the thing is, when you're on lockdown, like we're all on lockdown, we're all working at home, it's very easy just to sit down and not do anything, and I'm finding that myself. I need to get myself motivated and get out. So he's bought himself a bike. We're trying to cut back on picking all day. That's the problem, it's picking. You know, because you're at home, you've got your cupboards here with your food in and all your sweets and your crisps. What do? Sit down, working, grab it, and you're like that all the time, and that's what we're doing. So we're trying to cut back. So I bought these little mini casserole dishes, one each for us to have little shepherd pies in, little mini lasagnas, little mini casseroles. So they're really cute. So I bought a couple of those. And I also bought these little oven-proof dishes as well. So again, little mini lasagnas. Sean will have a slightly bigger one than me, and that's my little one. So they're perfect for singles. Singles, if there's just 2 of you. So that's the pottery bits done. Now, I've just put something away because I'm going to wash it in the dishwasher, but I'm just going to quickly get it out and show you what I also bought. I bought, and I've not seen them in there before, these glass jugs with bubbles all over them. How nice is that? It's finished off really nice. It's very lightweight, it's not very thick chunky glass, so it might not last very long. But if you look after it, it'll be fine. I thought for outside in the garden, you know, when you've got your friends or your family around at some point, these are perfect. And I wish they had the glasses to match, like a set, but they didn't. But look how nice that is, that jug. They're brand new in my store, so I don't know whether you guys have got them in your store, but yeah, I think that's really nice. I only picked one up, and I wish I'd bought a couple, because if I do break this, at least then I've got a spare one. So when I go in there another time, I will see if they've got some more, and I'll get a couple more. So I really like that. As I say, I wish they had the glasses in there to match, because that'd make a really nice set. So let me know what you think of that one. I think that's nice. Birdseed. Had to buy some birdseed. We get loads of little birds in here. We get robins, chaffinches, obviously your starlings and your sparrows and that. We get the blue tip family, the great tips, loads of little birds in here. And I'm always putting bread out for the birds. And I thought I'm going to get them a little bag of bird feed. I haven't got a bird table, and I haven't got, which they didn't have in there, those hanging, what are they called? The bird feed dispensers, you know, they wasn't in there, didn't have none of them. So I'm going to have to try and get them, but I haven't got a tree to hang them in. That's the only problem. We've got the garage at the back there, so I suppose I could have some hooks on there and hang some on there. But they didn't have any of the bird feeders, so I just managed to get the bird feed. So I'm just going to sprinkle it out on the floor for them. So that was done. That was that, rather. I had to get the biscuits because I'm running low on biscuits, she says, as she's talking about cutting down on picking. But I can't not have biscuit. If I was stranded on a desert island, I would have to have a packet of biscuits with me. So that's my biscuits done. A couple more things, guys. Lattes, always buy those. Sean likes lattes. I'm actually thinking as well, going back to these little pots, and I'm going to take the lid off, I don't know if they fit in there, but when I start organising, coming into this area, and do they fit in there? Yes, there you go. You might not be able to put the lid on it. No. Okay, so you can't put the lid on it, but to go in the cupboard, instead of having loads of boxes in there, as I don't know about your husbands, if you've got husbands or partners or whatever, but what Sean does, he'll leave the empty box in there. So he'll take it out, use it, but he'll leave the box in there. So I'm thinking that he's got a full box, and obviously he hasn't, because then he says to me, Nick, I've got no coffee left. I go, well, there's a box in there. No, it's empty. Well, why have you left the box in there then? Honestly, drives me crazy. So what I've decided to do as well is get some more of these, if I can, or a slightly bigger one, you know, like a tea caddy, and start organising the cupboards as well and start putting them in there. So when they're gone, I can physically see it's empty. So I'm going to do that. Now I bought this little set here, which is a condiment set. You know, like the little plastic mayo, ketchup for your barbecue. But what I'm going to do with these is fill them with paint. So when I do my wall art, blue, white, black, grey, and squirt it all around. Actually, my granddaughter would have a field day if I filled these up for her. So that's a good idea for the summer. Out in the garden, put some newspaper down, a big plastic sheet, fill these with paint and let them go crazy. Good idea there. So for £1 and you get 4 of them. Obviously the colours are not, you know, what you want, because obviously I thought that was going to have brown sauce written on it, but it actually says barbecue. And you might think, oh, one's it for a yellow paint, white, red. So what I'm going to have to do is label them so I can see which colour's which. But apart from that, they're fine. Even if you use them a couple of times and chuck them away. So I thought that was actually a not bad haul, everybody. So that's me done for the day. I've worn myself out chatting now. So take care, everyone, and then keep tuned, because coming at the weekend will be my bedroom and entryway. So fingers crossed it all comes out nice, and I really hope you're going to like it. All right, so take care, stay safe, and I'll see you at the weekend. All right, see you later, bye.